2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Kyle Shanahan on the 49ers sideline. His guys were trying to put together another dominant performance after a blowout win their last time out. On the other side for the Seahawks, it's Mike Macdonald. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading him out is their 5th-year quarterback.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, it'll be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Down the right sideline. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Play action. Now Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Darnold. We'll pause for an injury. That's the quarterback, Sam Darnold, in need of some assistance following that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Purdy looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
The throwing here, Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this will be quite a start for them if they can win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And, boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And that's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Shepard under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A quick throw caught by Cup out wide. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Back to throw. Shepard. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And they do finally get him at the 12. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A handoff running right, Garendo. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because of the amount of people that get out in front of the runner.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Purdy bootlegging it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Purdy off the play fake. He's got it with the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Watch out!
Purdy sets up to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They go play action here. Purdy to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. A nice little juke. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point try now for Moody. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Shepard. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, look at the juke. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Sam Martin is set to kick off.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Operating from the gun, Shepard. This is Fant on the short completion. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Shepard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Looking to throw. Shepard Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Here now, 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Shepard. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. Wouldn't we clip out the box score? Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. There'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And even 150 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. The Seahawks on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, I wish the staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Now Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll try and do this himself. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been a second, but instead it's 4th down. Purdy. He'll try to do it himself.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it will sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is cut, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.